Thank you for being with us on the Feast of St. Ambrose. I'm Catherine Hadro in for Tracy Sable. Our top story tonight, an unprecedented challenge to the state law banning most abortions in Texas. A judge ruled today a woman who is 20 weeks pregnant can abort her baby. The decision was announced over Zoom.
I am going to grant the temporary restraining order for Ms. Cox, Mr. Cox, and Dr. Carson.
The baby has trisomy 18, which the mother's lawyers argue carries a high risk of miscarriage or stillbirth. State officials say the woman's life is not at risk. They are likely to appeal the ruling. We turn now to Chelsey Youman in Texas, the National Director of Public Policy for the pro-life group Human Coalition. Chelsey, thank you for being with us. First off, your reaction to the judge's decision and what comes next?
Yes, well, thank you for having me. I think we can all start with compassion for this difficult, challenging situation that this woman is facing. She is facing a high-risk pregnancy, and she has found out about a terrible diagnosis for her unborn child. And from there, we want to emphasize the fact that a growing, living human being in the womb with 10 fingers and 10 toes who can suck his or her thumb at the age of 20 weeks pregnant, which is how pregnant she is, that it's a human of dignity and worth no matter what type of diagnosis that child has. And instead of being exploited by her lawyers and her doctors for political gain to challenge pro-life laws in Texas, this woman deserves the utmost care. She deserves real health care and real solutions for the challenges she is facing.
Chelsey, I want to follow up and reiterate that point you just made. This pregnant woman, a 31-year-old mother of two, says it's likely her baby will die because of the trisomy 18 diagnosis. And this is heartbreaking all around. What is the pro-life response to tough cases such as this one?
Yes, well, I would just emphasize that, we look to pro-life gynecologists, the medical professionals, for answers to that question. And their best recommendations are, in situations where a woman is 20 weeks pregnant, to wait as long as they can to deliver early. Sometimes that can be through C-section, that can be through induction, and to provide compassionate palliative care for her and her unborn child. We want to see both patients cared for well, mothers alongside their children, and in situations like this, there is a high risk. But the pro-life gynecologists also say that a diagnosis like this is not always a death diagnosis. Some of these babies can live, and it can be a really difficult situation, but certainly she deserves compassionate care. Not to be entangled in lawsuits like this. It's certainly stressful. Her doctor should be held accountable for providing her positive care. And pro-life Texas laws allow for just that. Pro-life laws in Texas have cared for pregnant women in emergency situations before, during, and after Roe. Nothing has changed in the legal landscape except for the politics.
Chelsey, we have about a minute left, and this case is among the biggest ongoing challenges to U.S. pro-life laws so far. Do you expect we'll start seeing similar cases in other states?
I absolutely do. So her lawyers are abortion activists. The first line of their brief, the first summary of argument is that, quote unquote, abortion is healthcare. We know that not to be the case. Abortion ends an innocent human life. In situations like this, we know that they are looking for clients and patients like this. Hopefully it's a 1 in a million case. My heart goes out to her, her family, her children, and I hope that she can find the care that she really needs.
Thank you for your insight on this developing news story. Chelsey Youman with Human Coalition. Thank you.